Hi, everybody, and welcome from snowy Northern Illinois. It's gotten even more beautiful. You know, the really nice thing about living where I live is that the snow stays fairly pristine for a period of time. So that even when everything else is slushy and icky and good morning, Brooke, nice to see you. Even when everything is slushy and icky and starting to get gray, my yard tends to still look great. You know, you still get all the sparkles. And hi, Gabriella, good to see you. You still get all of the sparkles and all of the clean snow, and I really get to enjoy it. So I'm so glad you get to watch my snow-covered backyard while I do these. Hi, Margie, great to see you. So if you don't know who I am, my name is Rita Hickman, and I'm a body-mind expert, a shiatsu massage therapist, Asian medicine practitioner, and an intuitive healer. And I'm out of Northern Illinois, and my focus and specialty is helping women who feel disconnected, who may have trauma or difficulties in their past that haven't been able to get cleaned up by therapy, or they're starting to get pain, they're starting to go through transitions in life, and they're having a hard time handling it. So really, great women who have some past that they couldn't clean up, they usually end up coming to find me because I work on a way different level than most people do. I work on the body-mind level. So it's not a head game like in therapy. It's more like, how do we get you what you need and teach you the things that you were supposed to learn when you were younger to have you create the life that you really want. Because no matter what anybody says, there really is a guidebook. There really are steps as to how your body and mind and nervous system work. And when you understand how they work, then you get to start using them to your advantage instead of feeling helpless and knocked sideways by life and people and relationships all the time. Instead, there are actually great ways of how we shape our nervous system and how we rewire our brain so you don't have to stay stuck. Hi, Beth. Good to see you. So we don't have to stay stuck in, repeating the same patterns in the past, and we can start feeling better, not so exhausted and foggy in the head and worn out and frustrated and lonely and disconnected. There's actually really great steps on how you become and evolve and feel like the person that you know you are. So today's topic on Conversations with the Soul is the importance of having a flexible mind. So if you've listened to anything that I've done, you know that there are tons of different tools and tricks and tips and therapies and hands-on stuff that move us forward, that help us feel better, help us reconnect, and work through anything that's coming up. There are thousands of tools out there. And the key is not finding the right way to do something. The key is finding dozens of ways and then looking at the situation from a really, more rational place and being able to choose what's going to help you right now. One of the things that happens is we tend to go into life and we go into fight or flight. Most women especially are living in a level of fight or flight, and they have been living there for a really long time, months, years, decades. We've been in that place of our adrenal glands are constantly pumping out adrenaline to help us keep up with the pace of life and the level of stress that we feel and all the reactions that we have. And when we go into fight or flight, our rational mind checks out. And so we're no longer able to make good decisions when we're in that fight or flight stage. We're making emotional decisions that make us, that are reacting to the situation, but we're not really able to navigate. And in fact, what happens is our mind narrows. We get almost tunnel vision, and we lose that flexibility that we need. Hi, Danny. Good to see you again. So when we have a big toolbox filled with lots of different small things that you can do, not big giant tricks or therapies, but small little tricks that help us course correct quickly and easily. That's how you start to navigate life. So every morning I spend at least 10 to 15 minutes letting myself feel or think whatever I want to. I don't, that time is actually kind of sacred to me. If I don't have it, then I start to wig out a little bit. I can't handle things. And it doesn't take long. It only takes 10 or 15 minutes. Sometimes I'll take a longer period of time, you know, an hour or an afternoon. But time is really precious. But doing my 10 to 15 minutes every day lets things come up. And every day I use a little bit different tool or way to get me where I want to go. So today I decided that one of the things I would use was to visualize watching the snow coming down in my yard. Hi, Sherry, great to see you. Watching the snow come down in my yard and how calming and soothing that is. Hi, Gail, nice to see you too, wonderful. And how calming and soothing it is to watch, you know, the randomness of the flakes. So fires, candles, chanting, repetitive music, snow coming down, those are all ways that our mind calms down. And this morning I needed, you know, I wanted to be in a really beautiful space. So because our mind and our body don't know the difference between what we imagine, hi Jody, good to see you, and what actually happens to us, you can give yourself a beautiful experience without ever leaving your bed. All you have to do is close your eyes, and your body will still have that same experience. So this morning, I was ready to have, I was in the mood to have a beautiful experience, but I didn't want to get out of bed. I didn't want to, you know, move to the couch and look outside or even keep my eyes open. I just wanted to feel good. And so today I spent my 10 to 15 minutes feeling good, letting myself imagine watching the snow come down right outside this window. And in doing that, that fills my well. That gives me the beauty that I need. You know, I talk to women about filling our well. Many times we're working from a deficit rather than an overflow. I had a great mentor who would say, you know, you have to give from the overflow. You can't give from, you know, the principle of what you've got, because you'll run out. So the first thing you need to do in order to be of service to people, in order to make your life and help other people's lives and bring them along with you, is to make sure that you have a lot of beauty and a lot of love and nurturing and caring in your life. And so when you have that, when you get that need met, you have more ability to love and to love yourself and to be loving and to feel loving. So on a regular basis, you have to fill yourself with that love and that kindness and that beauty and that joy. And you can do it from something simple like flowers on your counter, or you can do it by laying in bed and imagining something that you've seen or that you'd love to see that's beautiful and how that would feel. That does the exact same thing. You know, sometimes I spend my 10 to 15 minutes in the morning, though, feeling maybe anger and hurt and aggravation and frustration from the day before or anything that's unresolved. Sometimes I spend it keeping my mind very clear and very quiet. Sometimes I spend it obsessing about something that I haven't given myself enough time to obsess about. Other times I let myself problem solve something that's coming up. But those, hi Charlene, but those 10 to 15 minutes are sacred to me, and I'm not locked into doing the right thing, to having the, you know, having the right path or knowing the perfect thing to do. You know, if you're looking at the world from a what's the right thing to do, you're probably working more from your limbic system, that emotional part of you, than you are working from your rational head. When life looks black or white, yes or no, up or down, when we see the world in that way, we're usually working from fight or flight. We're not working from a whole nother level of beingness. And if you're noticing yourself doing that, then you need to say, what do I need right now? What will take me where I want to go? And then if you've got a lot of tools, and if you've been watching these videos, you should have a lot of tools. If you've got a lot of great tools, then you open up your toolbox and say, what is right for me today? Hi, Carol. Good to see you. And you say, what is right for me today, right now, for these 15 minutes that I've got? You know, a flexible mind keeping yourself open to all the different possibilities that will make you feel better, that will move you in the direction you want to go, is what will actually get you there. Not having the right system, not having the right magic wand, or doing only one type of therapy. When I've worked with people in the past, they've come to me either with mental issues or physical issues, anything from tinnitus to rheumatoid arthritis to fibromyalgia, to a whole host and range of things that I help people with. And the answer always is, don't just see one person. Don't just do one thing. Because every challenge that we have, we're only seeing the surface of it. It's actually multidimensional. It's got all these different parts and pieces to it. And just doing one thing is not going to solve it. And so having a toolbox, having the flexibility to find the right tool for the job for right now is what keeps you going. Because sometimes feeling happy is too much work. Imagining something beautiful is just not where you're at right now. And sometimes you just need to be mad or be anxious or be scared until you can flush it out of your system. Sometimes you need to obsess about something until you're so sick of obsessing about it that you're ready to move on from it. Sometimes you need to do what I did this morning, which was be in a beautiful space in my head and let that nurturing and that prettiness really fill me up and make me feel good. Okay? So the key really to moving forward and to dealing with any health challenge that you have or any emotional issue that you have is not to rely on one tool. It's to search and gather and listen and be curious and find lots of different things and try out lots of different things that for right this moment takes you in the direction you want to go. Right this moment is what matters. So when you ask yourself in any situation that you're in, one of the main questions is, what do I need right now? It's how I start almost every session of body work. How can I help you right now? What would make you feel good? And your body and your mind, your subconscious, it will tell you. The right answer will show up. And so what you do is you try that out. And you do it until you're done with it. Or you see if it's a fit. I think I need to obsess for a little while. Okay, obsess. Set a timer. Let yourself obsess. And when that timer goes off, get up and go do something else. Or, hit the snooze button for 5 more minutes, obsess for 5 more minutes, and then get up and go do something else. Or if you ask yourself, what do I need right now? And it may say, I just need a break. Give yourself that little bit of a break. It doesn't take a lot of time. One of the mind benders for me when I got into body work is they did research on massage in nursing homes. And they said even a 5 to 10 minute hand massage on someone who is struggling or anxious turns the tide, tells the body to release all of these beautiful beta endorphins, all of these wonderful things that make the body feel good on a lot of different levels. So it doesn't take much. It really doesn't. What it mainly takes is permission. Permission to give yourself what you need without any judgmentalism about whether it's the right or the wrong thing to do. So one of the things I suggest to people is you don't actually have to go out and physically do a lot of things that you may need. Hi, Kathy. Good to see you. You don't have to actually go out and do these things in the physical world. You can watch the snow. You can feel the beauty. You can obsess and be angry. You can compose the email to the person you want to compose it to. You can do all of these things inside yourself. Hi, Michelle. Good to see you. You can do all of them in your mind and body, especially if you're not in a real strong fight or flight place. If you're in a more rational place, you can do all of these things inside of you, and it still gives you the same effect. It still gives you the cathartic release that you need, the tears to get rid of an emotion, or the filling of your well that you need. So give yourself permission to get what you need, and you can get it in a way that doesn't completely destroy your life, in a way that doesn't ruin everything. So the few keys are: give it to yourself on a regular basis, that space and that time. Ask yourself, what do I need right now? Don't be judgmental about what you need, and let yourself experience it in your body, mind. And at that end of that time period, have something to help pull you out. Let's say music, or a book, or poetry, or a timer, or a to-do list. Have something to help pull yourself out of this. And after that little bit of time, so you don't spend your whole day being sucked into this, unless you want to. That's kind of fun too. So that's my trick, is realizing that there's no wrong way, there's no right way. There's just what you need right now. And experiment and be curious and be open and ask yourself, what do I need right now? And then give it to yourself, okay? When you do that, you will keep moving forward. Very cool stuff. So, a little side note, my program, the 10-week coaching program, the Intuitive Healer Masterclass, is starting on Monday. And if you have already chatted with me or been curious about me, but about the program, but haven't signed up yet, here's the update. We've got 6 women who are going to be part of it so far. It's only going to go up till 10. I'm not going to have more than 10 because this is a beta program that we're doing. Hi, Sabrina. Good to see you. So I'm not going to have more than 10. And if you've got questions, or I can answer anything, or you need a little bit more assistance, let me know. Give me a call, send me an email. Hi, Carrie. Good to see you. Give me a call, send me an email, and I'm happy to set up a time or answer any questions that you have. This is going to be a really great program to help intuitive women who are sensitive, who have lost touch with their intuition, or maybe they felt they never had it in the first place. They end up feeling disconnected or lost because their life has changed. Maybe they're going into something big has changed. They got divorced, or they're in a menopause, or their kid is doing, having some challenges, and it's throwing everything up in the air. If you feel disconnected from your intuition and lost your guidance, let me know, because that's what this program is for, is to help you find your system, your GPS system again. Help you figure out the direction you need to go, and habits. We're going to help you really instill these great habits that you can use for the rest of your life. It's pretty fabulous. And we're going to make it a lot of fun and very exciting, and we're going to use a lot of neat tips and tricks and psychological things to keep us pulling along. Nobody's going to be left behind in this. Everybody who's in the program, we're all going to make it to the end, because I'm going to be there. And my guarantee is, if you sign up for the 10-week program and you don't clean up at least 2 emotional triggers, and you don't create at least 2 new healthier beliefs, then I'm going to work on you one-on-one until you do, because I want to help as many women as I can. And this coaching program that I'm running is going to help me do that, because now I can work on an international level, and I can help people every week. So I can help you every week to put these things in place so that you can get to this place where you feel confident and your intuition is spot on again, and you feel good, and you know how to navigate all of the stuff that comes up, not just now, but for the rest of your life. These are life skills and habits and tools that if we spend 10 weeks getting them into your life and into your world, really nailing them and anchoring them in, then your intuition is going to be like a rock star for the rest of your life. That's what this is about, okay? So my contact information is above. Text me, 815-245-9673, or email me at rhickman@inspiremassage.com if we've already chatted and had a conversation, or if you've got questions about this program, okay? So I hope you have a great rest of your day. Oh, your homework assignment. Your homework assignment today is to take 5 minutes, that's it, And in those 5 minutes, I want you to ask yourself, what do I need right now? And then while you're sitting there, I want you to give that to yourself. Even if it's, I need to run around the track. In your mind, if you run around the track, your nervous system still fires. It still believes it's running around the track, and you still get really great benefits from it. So if you need to dance, you can dance in your mind and body, just as if you were, while continuing to sit right where you are. If you need to brood, like a good Irish do, if you need to be angry, if you need to be stoic, do whatever you need. Ask yourself, what do I need right now? And give it to yourself. And give yourself those 5 minutes to do it. That's it. Everybody's got 5 minutes, even if it's right before you fall asleep tonight, okay? That's your homework, and I will see you tomorrow, okay? Bye.